Your Lomi bounces because of your kutsinta. Open TikTok right now and you'll see it. Home cooks in Quezon, in Cavite, in Iloilo, pulling fresh Mickey noodles that bounce back instead of breaking. Pancit canton that stays springy even after an hour in the bilao. Lomi from Batangas with that slippery, almost chewy bite. We're looking at one ingredient and why it's suddenly everywhere on your feed. What's interesting is, it's not egg. Most people think elasticity comes from more eggs or high-protein flour. That's part of it, but not the secret. The texture Filipinos love in Mickey, in Lomi, in fresh pancit, comes from alkaline water. In Chinese, it's called Kansui. In the Philippines, we call it Lihiya. What people don't realize is we've been using it for generations, just not in noodles. Lye water is an alkaline ingredient used in Filipino rice cakes like kutsinta and pichi pichi to create chewy textures. Same bottle, different merienda. It reacts with starches to firm desserts, though excessive use can cause bitterness. Here's where it gets complicated. When you add alkali to wheat dough, it changes both the flavor and texture of the noodles and makes them feel slippery in the mouth and on the fingers. They also develop a yellow color and are more elastic than ordinary noodles. That's not marketing, that's chemistry. The yellow isn't food coloring. It's flavones that occur naturally in flour, which are normally colorless but turn yellow at alkaline pH. And this is where it shifts. Traditional Kansui is a mix, about 80% potassium carbonate and 20% sodium bicarbonate. That blend is what gives Japanese ramen and Chinese alkaline noodles their bounce. You can buy it in Asian groceries as lye water or Kansui. But the detail that stands out most is this. In the Philippines, most home cooks never bought Kansui. They bought Lihiya for kutsinta and figured out it worked for noodles too. A few drops in the dough, and suddenly your homemade Mickey doesn't turn to mush in sabaw. What people don't realize is why it works. Alkaline salt makes our noodles more stretchy and stay in a good shape. Water used for boiling noodles gets less starchy. Noodles can be stored for a longer time without getting sticky. Simply better texture than pure wheat flour noodles. That's why Panciterias in Malabon and Lucban have used it quietly for decades. This part surprised even locals when the videos went viral. On TikTok last year, creators started showing the process step by step. Not in a factory, but on a kitchen table. Flour, water, salt, a teaspoon of Lihiya. Knead, rest, roll, cut. The comments filled up with "Ah, kaya pala" and "Yun pala yun." Here's where it gets complicated again. Food-grade lye water is safe in small amounts, but industrial lye is not. The viral part created confusion. Some videos showed people using drain cleaner strength, which is dangerous. The safe version is either store-bought food-grade Lihiya or the DIY method that's now everywhere, baked baking soda. What's interesting is you can make your own alkali at home. Learn to make alkaline noodles using baking soda by baking it at 250°C for 1 hour. This method creates a firmer, springier texture similar to ramen, ideal for soups and sauces. Baking soda turns into sodium carbonate, which raises the pH just enough. And this is where it shifts for Filipino creators. They weren't just copying ramen. They were reclaiming Mickey. Videos from Batangas showed Lomi noodles pulled by hand, glossy and yellow, holding up in thick, hot broth for 20 minutes without breaking. Videos from Pampanga showed fresh pancit canton that you could toss in a hot wok and it wouldn't clump. What people don't realize is the history behind it. Chinese migrants brought alkaline noodles to the Philippines in the late 1800s, along with siopao, siomai, and mami. Filipinos adapted it with local flour, which is softer. The Lihiya compensated. It became the quiet standard for panciterias, but it was never written on menus. But the detail that stands out most is this. Elasticity isn't just texture. It's practicality. In a country where noodles sit out at fiestas, where Lomi is delivered on tricycles, where pancit is reheated 3 times, you need a noodle that survives. Alkaline dough does that. It resists overcooking, it stays chewy, It doesn't release too much starch into the soup. This part surprised even locals who tried the homemade version. The first bite tastes familiar, like the pancit from their childhood palenque, not like the instant canton from the pack. That's because most commercial dried noodles don't use real Kansui anymore, they use additives. The homemade version with Lihiya tastes cleaner, slightly mineral, with that signature bounce. And this is where it shifts again. The secret is no longer secret because social media removed the gatekeeping. Before, you had to apprentice in a Panciteria to learn the ratio. Now a 60-second video shows it. 500 grams all-purpose flour, 180 milliliter water, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon Lihiya. Mix. Need 10 minutes, rest 30, roll, cut. What's interesting is how fast it's spread. Not because it's new, but because it's nostalgic. Filipinos abroad in Canada, in Dubai, in California couldn't find fresh miki. They started making it with baked baking soda and posted it. The algorithm picked it up because the pull test is satisfying. You stretch the noodle, it snaps back. Here's where it gets complicated for purists. Some argue real Mickey needs egg and lye, others say lye alone is enough. Both are right. Egg adds richness and color. Lye adds elasticity and shelf life. The viral recipes often skip egg to keep it vegan and simpler. The payoff isn't that Lihiya is magic. It's that Filipino noodle elasticity was never an accident. It was chemistry borrowed, adapted, and kept quiet in family kitchens. What social media did was give it a name and a measurement. And this is where it shifts one last time. Once you know it, you see it everywhere. That slightly yellow Mickey in your Lomi, that springy pancit canton that doesn't get soggy, that kutsinta chew, same bottle, different purpose. Did you know about this before you saw it on your feed?